You may have wondered why you never see the devil in North Yorkshire, and there is a reason for that. And she lives in Killdale. Her name is Nanny Howe, and of course she's a witch. Now most witches are black witches. They get their power from the devil, and they do nasty things. They stop crops growing, they make the milk turn sour, they cause lambs to get born with 3 heads. But Nanny Howe was a white witch. She never did any harm at all. She did occasionally turn boys into frogs if they were naughty. And occasionally, if a girl was really naughty, she'd turn into a worm for a day so she'd mind her manners. And her house, of course, was a witch's house. She had a cat called Moggy and a besom broom. You know, the sort that witches have, with a long handle and sticks coming out the end. And her house was very, very neat. It had a lovely checkered tablecloth and beautiful lace curtains and a tea set all laid out. And she would sit and read seed catalogues and help people when she could. Now the devil was looking round his kingdom and thinking most of the witches are doing a grand job. But Nanny Howe of Killdale, she's not doing very much. I'm going to go and have words with her. Well, he knocks on the door, and of course it's midnight, which is the time when the devil comes calling. Well, Nanny Howe knew it was. She said, please come in. He didn't like that much either. Besom, she said, tea. And of course the broom, being magical, would do whatever she said. So off it went to make some tea. Well, the devil didn't look very happy. So she thought, oh, I've forgotten the biscuits. Besom, biscuits. The devil looked even less happy. He said, why aren't you drinking rum and whiskey and hard spirits? She said, well, I like tea. Well, he was about to tell her off that she hadn't done any work except for turning boys into frogs, which doesn't count. And she looked down, and on his cloven hooves was mud. Well, she was very, very unhappy because her floor was perfect. She said, besom? Well, the devil thought the besom was going to come with a bucket of water to clean up the mess. No such thing. She grabs hold of her besom brush and she bashes him on the head. He didn't like that at all. The next time she tried to hit him, he grabbed hold of the other end. That was a mistake. You've got me on one end, the devil, and Nanny Howe on the other end, and she's too close, and she started to claw at his face. That wasn't very good. He thought, I'd better let go of this broom. Well, when he lets go, of course, he falls backwards straight through the window into her #1 manure heap. He gets up all smelly and horrible, and he decides to go away. He remembers now why he chose Nanny Howe in the first place. She has a terrible temper. Well, she's after him. She's on her broom. He's flying up into the sky. He goes round the moon 3 times, screaming and howling, and Besom catching up with her, Nanny Howe catching up all the time. Eventually, one of the demons down in hell notices his master having trouble, and he manages to fly up and grab hold of the end of her broom and slow her down. So she gave up and came home and made a nice cup of tea. And that's why the devil's never come back to North Yorkshire, and never will.